As we approach the end of the year, what are some strategic adjustments that you should be making to your 401k? I've got 3 categories of things that you need to tune into. Got that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernardo, the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. How often do you look at your 401k? And I'm not saying go in and check the balance, because I actually think many people look at that very, very frequently, and I've done a lot of content on it. I would encourage you not to look at your balance too frequently. It's a coin flip on a daily basis whether the stock market is going to be positive or negative. But the longer you stretch that time out, the greater the odds that when you look, the stock market's going to be positive. So checking every month is better odds than every week. Checking every quarter is better odds than every month. Checking every year, once a year. I know that seems a little crazy. Its odds are about 75% of all years are positive in the stock market. 3 years, the percentage goes up and so on. And so it's just one of my things, right? Because if there's if there's an association between market, my 401k's up, I'm in a good mood, and everything must be going fine, or my investments are down, I'm in a bad mood, I might need to make some changes, I wouldn't look at it too frequently. I mean, how frequently do you look at your 401k? And I mean, look under the hood. How's it working? Is everything set up the way it's supposed to? Should I make any adjustments? Well, I'm recording this in the middle of the fourth quarter of 2025. And yeah, there are a few reasons why you might want to tune into your 401k, open up the hood, check out how it's working, and make some tweaks here before the end of the year, before time runs out on this calendar year. Categorically, there's three things that I would encourage you to take a look at. First is the investments. How is everything structured? Do you have the right level of risk for your specific financial situation? So this is not, well, is the market up? Is the market down? Am I happy? Am I sad? Therefore, should I make any adjustments? No. This is tuning into your overall allocation. Kevin Korhorn, founder of Korhorn Financial Group, said the single biggest financial decision that any of us make is our asset allocation. The problem is you can make that change. You can make that decision and then change your mind on an ongoing basis and potentially find yourself in a situation where that asset allocation, that risk level is out of whack. It's inconsistent with the rest of your financial life. Right now, especially as the stock market is at or touching or near all-time highs, these risks are a little bit more elevated. It's possible you say, yeah, this is good. I should take more risk. And all of a sudden, you end up getting more exposed than what you really should for your goals and your financial plan. So right now, not just specific to the end of the year, but I mean specific to what's going on in the market right now, tune into your risk level, make sure that you're using the right funds, make sure you've got the right allocation, tune into your investments. Secondly, within that investment category, I would then also make sure that you've got the right rebalance schedule. That's right, the right rebalance schedule. Inevitably, in order to be diversified, not having all your eggs in one basket, they're not going to move in the same direction at the same time. And if they do, they're not going to move in the same magnitude. And therefore, one of my favorite diversification quotes, does diversification work? Yes. But will you like it? No. It's a frustrating way to invest because you're constantly going to be looking at these different baskets and comparing one against the other when inevitably, they move in different seasons. And therefore, with that allocation, if one area is outperforming another, a rebalance schedule is an unemotional way of trimming off some of that growth, some of that froth, and adding it to some areas that have underperformed, i.e. selling high and buying low, right? That's the way to make money and investment. So tune into your rebalance schedule. Make sure you've got it set up and make sure you've got it set quarterly or every 6 months, at least once a year. Make sure you tune into that rebalance schedule. Next category is taxes. So you definitely want to tune into your 401k at this time of year to say, well, is there any way for me to increase what I'm contributing to my 401k before the time runs out on this calendar year? There's no way for you to write a check if you've got extra resources in the bank account, if it's piled up or you've got a little bit of margin. There's no way to write a check from your savings account or from your bank account and deposit it into your 401k. The only way to get dollars into your 401k is through payroll contributions, okay, through payroll contributions. So we see a lot of people where they get near the end of the year and say, oh, I wish I could contribute a little bit more. Well, right now, it's possible, if you're feeling that way, go in and increase your 401k contribution just a little bit and make sure you either max out that 401k or really stretch for as much contribution as you can fit as you balance out your financial life. Secondly, under this category of taxes, it may make sense for you to consider doing a Roth conversion, an in-plan Roth conversion. Over 90% of 401ks now offer a Roth side of the 401k. I have no idea why that's not 100. It ought to be 100. Certainly by the end of this year, when new rules take effect for next year about mandatory Roth catch-up contribution, that's a topic for a different video, all plans should have the ability to contribute to a Roth. And many plans also have the ability to do what's called an in-plan conversion, where you shift dollars from the pre-tax side of your 401k over to the Roth side. It may be opportunistic for you to do that this year if you're benefiting from some new tax deductions or you've got space between where you're going to be and where the top of the tax bracket is that you're currently in. You may want to shift some dollars from pre-tax to Roth. Another is per the rules of the Secure Act, it's now legal for you to have your company match go into the Roth side of your 401k instead of pre-tax, except I haven't heard anyone say that their plan is actually functioning that way yet. I haven't seen anyone, and certainly at some point it's going to be made available where you can log into your 401k and select, I want my company match dollars to be Roth. I would expect that would be happening already. I haven't seen it yet. The roundabout way of making that happen is to do an in-plan Roth conversion of whatever the match dollars you've received this year. Just convert them over to the Roth. It's the exact same impact. It's the exact same thing. So secondly, under the tax category, before the end of the year, tune into your 401k, look into doing an in-plan Roth conversion. And then lastly, the third category and the fifth thing that I would have on your 401k fourth quarter checklist, check into your beneficiaries. Check into your beneficiaries. This is often overlooked, and I've said before, it doesn't matter. Whoever's listed as your beneficiary, it doesn't matter until it's the only thing that matters. As soon as something happens, or if there's an event, or if there's a crisis, the first thing, it's less about, well, how much money is in there, or how's it invested? It's who's the beneficiary. So again, it's really like out of sight, out of mind. It really doesn't matter until it's the only thing that matters, and you don't control. You don't control when that sort of thing happens. So fix the roof while the sun is shining. Go in and just while you're in, looking at your 401k allocation, making sure you've got the right level of risk, potentially increasing your contribution so you get that extra tax benefit and fund those tax shelters as much as possible. Maybe consider an in-plan Roth conversion. Also check on your beneficiaries. Make sure that is up to date. Maybe you've got young kids that are no longer as young and you can list them directly as beneficiaries. Maybe you've got a revocable living trust that you'd want to list, something like that. Go in, make sure you check on your beneficiaries, update them as needed. What are some other fourth quarter 401k moves that you need to make in bigger picture? What are some fourth quarter tax planning strategies, tax planning moves that you need to make before the end of the year, before they run out? Work with your certified financial planner on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or send us an email, info@Korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.